Good night, world. This is Ivan Mayer. It's 9 o'clock. Decided to make a quick 30-minute video. I'm a bit tired, obviously. I just came back from the store. I bought my smokes. And I have some good news. I got the job at Casa Greek. I got hired, man. Yeah, because the folks, they know the owner. And so when I went there, he hired me on the spot. I got lucky. Yeah, obviously. So now I'm going to be working there, and I'm working at Coco Frutti. Most likely part-time there, like, I don't know, 3 days a week. Most likely. I'll tell them I'm flexible, but, like, I'll tell them that I also have a job here at Coco Frutti, so I can work at both jobs. 6 shifts a week around there, I can work. 7 shifts a week, yeah. Make my $1,000. $1,080, $70 every 2 weeks. I got the job, man. So now I can actually save money for my bike. Because I knew if I only work part-time at Coco Frutti, I will not have enough money to save money for my bike. And if I do, that means I have no money for myself. I have to put everything that I make in my savings. Then I have no money to do anything, which sucks. It's nice to be able to put money in your savings and have money to do stuff. Like get food, get your smokes, get your beer, see moving on to years. It's nice to do stuff, obviously. I talked about this. Most average people in the world who make 40, 50, 60K a year, 70K a year, they usually have a couple $100 to spare after they pay all their bills. Hence why you have visas. Visas helps you. Visa helps out the average person. They have a $7,000 limit on the visa, $8,000 limit on the visa. They can use it to get some stuff. But you have to be careful. You don't want to max out your visa. Otherwise, you have to pay back the thousands of dollars you owe the credit company, right? The credit company in your bank, obviously. That's why you have to be careful, obviously. And that's why I'm lucky, because I don't have to worry about paying off bills and that kind of stuff. Everything's easy for me because I'm rich. I'm a billionaire. Yeah, that's why everyone hates on me with keys, man. Because they all have credit card payments to make, and Ivan can pay it off no problem. Yeah. I can pay it off no problem, man. I'm only gonna have like when I don't even need a visa, to be honest. I'm being honest. Like I don't even need a visa when I'm king. I won't need a visa, but I will have one just in case. But I'll probably have a small limit on it, maybe a $10 million limit on my visa. Ivan, we're more than happy to put like a $500 million limit on your visa, Ivan. I'm like, no, I don't need all that money. Put like 10 million on a max limit on the visa. That's enough for me. I can easily pay that off. Some saying. Whereas a lot of average people in the world, they make 50, 60, 70K a year. They have like an $8,000 visa on their limit, but then they end up maxing out their credit cards and they're drowned in debt. They have to pay back their credit card. They have to pay their mortgage. They have to pay their car bill. They have to buy their food, pay their cell phone, pay their electricity, pay the insurance for their car, pay their water bill. It's crazy, yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy. I work tomorrow at 10 at Coco Frutti. And I start at Casa Greek in like a week and a half. I start 2 weeks from now. I start a week and a half from now. I start my first shift at Casa Greek. What are you gonna be, Ivan? I don't know. I think I'm a cleaner there. I think I'm a cleaner or a dishwasher. I have no idea. It doesn't matter what the job is. I'm more than happy to work whatever job they want me to work. Right? I think a cleaner maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just blessed to get that job, man. I need the money, man. Yeah, so I saw some YouTube videos on YouTube, obviously, talking about the financial disaster that happened this year at Disney, man. As all I talk about this, all the Disney movies that came out this year, all the movies flopped except for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. All the Disney movies this year flopped, guys. Every single big movie this year flopped. Did not make any money, man. It's sad, man. Disney, I think, lost over almost $1 billion in money, man, this year for the movies. I'm not kidding around. They lost like 700 million plus even $1 billion this year. Disney, the Disney companies lost. If you do the math, they lost a shitload of money this year, man. I'm like, how the fuck can you fuck up that bad, man? What the fuck is going on at Disney, man? The Star Wars brand is dying. Now the Marvel brand is dying. All the Disney classics are dying as they're all flopping. I'm surprised Elemental flopped, as Elemental was a really good movie. I enjoyed that movie. And it flopped. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? This is crazy. Yeah, you see why I want nothing to do with Hollywood. I don't want these Hollywood companies touching my story, man. I'm scared they're gonna what? They're gonna fuck up my story. Yeah. No one knows the Zane story better than me. I wrote it. That's why I don't want anyone touching it. Yeah. I don't want the Hollywood companies, taking my money, man. Like, how does it make sense that I am the star of your movie and you're only making this money because of me and my wife, obviously, and you have the audacity to take the majority of the pie and give me peanuts, man? How does that logic, like, what color is the sky in your world? Does that logic, what? Does that logic get to, does that logic, what, make sense in your mind? Yeah. What color is the sky in your world? For you to what? Take the majority of the pie when I'm the main reason why you're making that money. And I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than all the Hollywood CEOs, right? I'm bigger than all those guys. I'm bigger than all of them, yeah. So that's why I'm not selling. Why would you do like that? Yeah, man. That's why God gave me the keys to the kingdom, obviously. So I can open my own door. I don't sell to any gatekeeper. Sincere. Ivan, Disney really lost that much money, yeah, man. If you look at all the movies that came out this year for Disney, the company lost over like $700 million plus dollars. This is like one of the worst years. It's like a record breaking year in financial losses for Disney. Yeah, they lost so much money, man. It's crazy. The investors at Disney must be pissed off, man. You know what I'm saying? And they brought Bob Iger back, by the way, and things have just gotten even worse, man. Like the company like lost like so much money this year. Yeah, man. All the movies lost like hundreds of millions in losses, man. Like $100, $200 million in losses. It's crazy, man. For like Marvel's flopped. You know what I'm saying? Dial of Destiny flopped. Elemental flopped. Little Mermaid flopped. You know what I'm saying? Quantumania flopped. All the movies flopped this year. Wish flopped. Yeah, man. The Haunted Mansion flopped. All the movies flopped, man. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? It's like a curse. A curse in Disneyland, yeah, man. DC too, man. All the DC movies this year flopped too. Blue Beetle flopped. Flash flopped. Aquaman is gonna bomb. It's gonna flop too. Shazam flopped. You know what I'm saying? The only movies this year that were successful were Guardians 3, John Wick 4 was a hit. That movie made like $450 million on like an $80 million budget. That movie made money. So John Wick 4 with Keanu Reeves and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Sincere? Yeah. With all those characters, right? Yeah. Those are the only movies that were successful this year. And I think there were a few other ones that did pretty good, but this year was a bad year for movies, man. Especially for DC and Marvel and Disney, man. For Warner Bros. And Disney was a bad year for them. Especially Disney, man. Like, all their movies flopped, man. Every single big movie this year flopped, man. I'm like, what the fuck happened this year, man? Like, what is going on with Disney, man? Like, are the CEOs like half awake. I don't know when they're working on a movie. I don't know what they're doing, man. Yeah, man. And the Star Wars shows did not do too well this year too. Um, 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 Season 3 of Mandalorian had bad reviews. The show was not that good, and Ahsoka did not have that great reviews too. The show was not bad. Ahsoka was okay. It was pretty good, but it was not. It wasn't that good, Sarah. I like the first maybe 6 episodes, and after that, I think it goes downhill. The show was pretty good, but had problems. Sarah. Yeah. And that's why everyone will be judging me like crazy. Okay, Ivan talks so much trash about Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? He talks so much trash about how the CEOs in Hollywood, they fucked up Star Wars, they fucked up, like, the Marvel brand is dying now. This year is the year of the flop. Yeah, 2023 is the year of the flop, man. It's Ivan's new meme, right? 2023 is the year of the flop. Yeah, man. The year of the flops. It was such a horrifically bad year. It was terrible, man. Yeah, man. That's what everyone will be judging me. Let's see how successful Ivan movie will be. Well, my movie will be successful financially. I have the keys. Let's see how successful his movie is artistically. Will Ivan make a good movie? And I will make a good movie because I'm a creative genius. I know what I'm doing. And I'm not lazy. I work my ass off. I work really hard. Especially when it comes to creativity. I work my ass off. Like, I worked my ass off for my book. I took my notes. I wrote 5 pages every day for like a whole year. I took some days off, obviously. I ended up writing a masterpiece. I went over my book like 5-6 times already. Yeah, I work really hard, man. Yeah, man. I read my book already. Like, I don't know, 4 times already. I read my book, the whole thing. Yeah. I'm going to reread volume 3 again. I went over the book again with my younger stepbrother starting last year in 2022. And then he bailed on me this year in like April. He bailed on me. So he worked on it for a good like year and a couple months, and he bailed on me. But if it wasn't for him bailing on me, I never would have found a job. And I never would have been motivated to lose weight or get my first year girlfriend. So everything worked out for me. That's the same more. I make more money working than I did collecting welfare checks. So everything worked out for me. God protect me, obviously. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, people even tell me, "Oh, Ivan, thank God you didn't sell, man. Had you sold out, man, the Hollywood companies would have what? They would have had control of your book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even if they hired me, obviously, they wouldn't have paid me as much money. And you wouldn't have the kind of power that you have now. They would have put maybe $350 million towards your movie. The movie wouldn't be as good. You know what I'm saying? Really, Ivan, even though the Hollywood creators are very smart and all stuff, they don't know Zayans like you do because you wrote it's your story. You wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it. I know what's best for my story. I fucking wrote it. That's what I know I'm doing, obviously. And Peter has way more power working for my company than he would have working in Hollywood. Or Mel, right? Yeah. And you wouldn't have had that budget. And you wouldn't have had his freedom. He would have been a dirty slave alongside me, yeah. That's why he'll be so happy. Yeah, Ivan, thank you, man. You got me out of Hollywood. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm drinking Blue Mountain Dew. It's so good. It's amazing. Now after this, I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And I might rest till maybe 11. And I'm going to take my 15-minute walk. And then I might watch a few things on YouTube and then go to bed. I work at 10 tomorrow at Coco Fruity. Costa Rica, I work like a week and a half from now. But tomorrow I work at Coco Fruity. Sarah. 2023, the year of the flops. The year of the flops. Man. All these Disney movies flopping. All these DC Warner Bros. Movies flopping too. Yeah, it's crazy. The DC brand is done, so hence why James Gunn and Peter Safran have to start fresh, because the brand is done. Obviously, it's done. Hence why there was an interview where Jason Momoa says, "Yeah, the Aquaman franchise is not looking good. He pretty much knows it's over. After this movie, it's over. They're not making an Aquaman 3, man. They're starting fresh with a brand new DC universe, everything with the Superman Legacy movie that James Gunn is going to be coming out in 2025, like only a year and a half from now, will be coming out. Yeah, I can't wait for that movie. Yeah, do you think they'll pull it off? Something tells me they will pull it off. They're gonna pull it off. I think that Superman Legacy will be a good movie. It might not be a billionaire movie, but I think it might be a 700 maybe. And they make a movie for 100 million. Spend 100 million on marketing, the movie makes maybe $700 million. It's profitable. It's not a huge hit, but it made some money and it's good. So the DC brand is now back on track because the old DC brand is done. It's garbage. They have to throw it in the dumpster. They have to start fresh. You know what I'm saying? They have to start fresh. The DC brand is done, and Marvel has to find a way to fix the brand too, because the brand's dying now, man. As a lot of the movies now that are coming out are flopping. Yeah, Marvel's flopped. You know what I'm saying? Quantumania flopped. Quantumania was supposed to be a big movie, man. Was supposed to be a big movie that leads into the Avengers 5. Kang Dynasty, but I heard Kang Dynasty might not even happen anymore. They might go with Doctor Doom, I heard. It's a rumor. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but there's a rumor that the Kang thing is done. They're moving on with Doctor Doom. That's what I heard from watching stuff on YouTube and all that stuff, right? Yeah. It's not confirmed, but it's a rumor that it could happen, right? And I'm not surprised if it does. That's how you know the brand is dying. It's not doing good right now. Yeah, but they can fix it. They just gotta what? Tell great stories. And enough with this. Enough with the whole what? The multiverse, man. Get rid of that garbage and just start afresh with it with a nice Avengers 5 movie that goes into phase 6, whatever it is. We're in phase 5 now, or phase 4. I don't know. I think we're in phase 5 now, or starting phase 5. Start afresh for phase 5. Tell great stories, come up with new characters, and just tell great stories. And the fans will watch your movie. But you have to tell good stories. Sarah? As I heard, Quantumania was not that good of a movie. I never saw the movie yet. But I heard the movie was not that good. And that movie was supposed to be a big movie. Sarah? Because it's the quantum realm, right? You had Kang as a big villain in there. It was supposed to be pretty big, and yet the movie didn't do that good. It flopped. Yeah. And then the Marvels was supposed to be a big movie too. You have 3 woman characters, right? And the movie flopped, man. Yeah, man. You think Kevin Feige's nervous? I think he is a bit nervous. I don't think he'll get fired. If Phase 5 goes to shit, then his job might be in jeopardy. Don't hate me, I'm saying. But for now, I think he's fine because he's still the man. He built that amazing franchise, and it's the highest grossing cinematic universe franchise in movie history. It did like $30+ billion, something crazy like that. So his job is still safe. But if Phase 5 goes to shit and Avengers 5 goes to shit and it flops, then his job might be in jeopardy. He might jump maybe to Star Wars. I don't know. We'll see what happens, obviously. Sarah? Because in Hollywood, the producer's job, the actor's job, all these guys are directors. Their job is to make great movies and have the movies be profitable and make money. Make great movies first. That way the fans love the movie. They buy your merch. They love your movie. Tell great stories. Entertain the fans. And make the money and make the company money. That's supposed to be their job. You guys see what I'm saying here? Ivan, can you be a CEO of a Hollywood company? Nah, I couldn't. I don't know enough about the business stuff. I'm not qualified for that. You know what I'm saying? I can be a producer. I could produce. I could act. But that's it. And maybe direct. I don't know about directing, but I can produce and I can act. But a CEO, I could never take that job. I don't know anything about about finances, man. I'm a creative guy. I'm not a financial guy. Some Sarah. I'm not that great with numbers and all that stuff. No, I know my shit about numbers, that kind of stuff. But I don't know enough to be a CEO. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Hence why when you're going to be a CEO of SkySource, yes, but I have George Lucas to groom me. George Lucas will groom me. John Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Peter Rice, Peter Safran, James Gunn, they're all going to help me and groom me out. Hence why I'm hiring George to groom me, obviously. But even though I am CEO, I am kind of an absentee CEO. I let the script developers run the company, and I focus more on the script and the main things for the movie and like signing the contracts. And it's a simple task, obviously. And I have to keep track of the budget too, but I have an accountant do that for me. So I have a team in place to help me out, Samsara. And they grew me, and I end up becoming an amazing CEO, obviously, of my company. Yeah. Me and my significant other, right, become amazing CEOs of the company, obviously. Yeah. That's why all these, yeah. You think Kevin Feige will send him his resume for the CEO? Yeah, he might. He might. Because even he wants that all. Yeah, fuck Marvel. I want out, man. I'd rather be in Ivan's movie and experience that buzz for his movie than work for Marvel. Because his Marvel movies are side attention now, yeah. By the time Avengers 5 comes out, or Avengers 6 comes out, whatever it is, that'll be around the time I start Sky Source, and he might even send his resume too, perhaps. Yeah. Obviously. Peter Rice. Peter Rice is a very good candidate. I think he might be good for one of my CEOs. He knows he's a genius, that guy. Hence why Bob Chapek got rid of him, because he was scared he might take his throne. Yeah, a rumor, anyways. I'm not gonna say it's confirmed, but there's a rumor that he what he was scared that he might take his throne. Hence why what he got rid of Peter Rice. Peter Rice got fired. Yeah, he was high up there in the Disney company. He's a good candidate from one of my CEOs too. Or you can grab James Gunn and Peter Safran from Warner Bros. Don't hate me, David Zaslav. Yeah, you can grab those guys from Hollywood, but they might not have an opt out agreement in their contract. As it just depends on who's available, right? Yeah. I don't know who I'm gonna hire for this for developers. But all those guys will be applying, man. It's been crazy. Because they want that job so bad. Yeah, I'd rather work for Ivan and get my freedom and work for that Incredibles company than work in fucking Hollywood. Yeah. Hollywood's a mess, yeah. John Favreau and Dave not stupid. They know that the Disney Star Wars brand is kind of a mess right now. So, would you rather stay in for Disney and try to fix that Star Wars mess, or would you rather come on over to Ivan's company and be a part of that amazing singing story that major shows you or the 5 movies? Yeah, you don't have to worry about losing. You don't have to worry about the movies flopping because I have the keys. Everything's easy for them, obviously, but you do have to worry about making good movies. So I don't care about just making money. I want to actually tell great stories and entertain the fans. But that's what the entertainment company's purpose is. The purpose of an entertainment company is to entertain the fans. At the same time, it's good for your company to be profitable. It's not good when you lose money. It's not fun to lose money, man. It's a horrific feeling to lose money. That's why I can only imagine how stressed out the investors at Disney are, because they lost a shitload of money this year, man. Like 700 million plus they lost for all their movies. That sucks, man. I can only imagine how Bob Iger feels. That's horrible, man. It's not fun to lose that much money, man. It's not good. Obviously. So what's their plan, Ivan? I have no idea. But my guess is they're probably going to try their best to fix the Marvel brand Yeah, I want Avengers 5 to be like kick ass and have Doctor Doom in there. It's a rumor, obviously. Hopefully, the Ray movie trilogy will make a good movie for the Ray movie trilogy. Fingers crossed. And that those movies pull in maybe a good two. Maybe the first movie makes 2 billion. They make a nice return. I highly doubt it'll make that. I don't think the first Ray movie will make 2 billion. I think it might maybe pull in maybe 900 million, $1 billion if they're lucky. Because the sequels were not great, and the Ray character is kind of a mess. So I'm saying, hence they have a lot of fixing to do in Disney, man. Yeah, man. Hence why I want nothing to do with Hollywood, man. Don't hate me, guys. I'm saying, I want to start my own company, independent from Hollywood. I don't want your baggage. I don't want to be a part of your baggage, man. So I'm saying, huh? Don't hate me, guys. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, if we can get Ivan Hollywood, he will fix all our problems. He'll make our company so much money. I know, but I'm not going to let you do my that. I'm not going to let you take all that money and pay me peanuts. When it's because of me you're making that money, it's not because of you. And I have the keys too. Yeah, don't hate me. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. But I do think Kevin Feige probably is getting a little bit worried about his job, maybe a little bit, because his Marvel brand for Phase 4 was not that good. His movies were losing money. A lot of his movies lost money, man, for Phase 4 and the beginning of Phase 5. They were losing money, yeah. And the movies are not that good. The only good movie in Phase 4 for Marvel was like Shang-Chi. Eternals, I heard, was okay. It wasn't that good. Multiverse of Madness, I heard, was okay. It wasn't that good. And Black Widow was not that good. Black Panther Wakanda Forever was okay. It was a bit of a mess, the movie, but I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. And I heard Love and Thunder was terrible. They turned Thor into a buffoon. It was unbalanced, obviously. And I heard Quantumania was not that good. And I heard Marvel's was garbage. You see what I'm saying? I heard the movie was not good at all. Yeah. I'm saying. So how do you go from a $1 billion grossing movie, Marvel 1, to a 200 something million? The movie might do maybe, I don't know. It's been out for what, 2 months now? And it only did, I think, like $300 million or something like that. How do you go from $1 billion to $300 million? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to have that drop in box office performance? What the fuck happened, man? What the fuck is going on at Disney? Yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's sad. It's sad, man. Ivan, do you feel bad for the Hollywood companies? Yeah, a little bit, man. They lost a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money you lost, man. You know what I'm saying? Like 700 million plus even $1 billion they lost in for the box office for the movies. That's a lot of money, man. I'd be depressed and totally like stressed out if I lost that much money for movies, man. That's why God gave me the keys. That way it's easier for me. I don't have to worry about losing money. Yeah, it's sad, man. Yeah. What does he have to do, Ivan, to fix it? I honestly haven't. You can't fix it. The only thing I can think of is rebooting. Rebooting. You might have to. Maybe you should think. Maybe you they have. Maybe Disney should think of rebooting Marvel. Obviously, and with Star Wars, they gotta what? They should go back to making movies. Enough with the Disney Plus shows. Try to make movies, man. Because the movies is where for Star Wars is where you make your money. But you have to tell good stories. You have to come up with good stories, man. Some Sarah. Yeah. A Mandalorian movie, smart. That's a good idea. Make a Mandalorian movie. You know what I'm saying? The Ray movie trilogy, I don't know if that's really smart. I think they should have went a different direction, but I mean, if they have to really, this time Disney has to really plan out. I swear to God, if I hear any news that they didn't plan out the Ray trilogy, I am done. I am done with Disney Stars. There is no hope for Disney Stars. You better plan out your Disney trilogy for the Ray Skywalker trilogy, but you didn't plan it for the sequels, and you did George Lucas dirty like that, man. You destroy the man's legacy. I don't mean to be rude, but his legacy is kind of, it's not destroyed because the prequels and the originals are still there. They're still beloved by the fans, but they have to find a way to fix this mess, man. Because Star Wars is a mess. You know what I'm saying? Marvel is kind of in the same boat right now, man. It's doing pretty bad right now. They have to find a way to resurrect the Star Wars brand, the Marvel brand, as well as their classics. They have to find a way to get people in the seats and what, and tell great stories, entertain the fans, and recoup those losses that they made, man. Those hundreds of millions, even $1 billion in losses they made this year. I'm not kidding around. Like, they lost like that much money this year, guys. You do the math. Go look at the box office. Go look at the box office performances for all these movies, and look at the budget of the movie. You do the math. They like every movie was losing like 180, like $200 million. It adds up to like $1 billion in losses, man. Like 900, $800 in losses. I'm not kidding around, guys. Go do the math. Yeah, it's terrible, man. Yeah, man. And that's why I'm gonna call 2023 the year of the flops. The year of the flops, yeah, man. All the big movies this year, guys. All the big budget movies this year, with the exception of a few, they all flopped. Like, I'm talking about big movies, like Indiana Jones, Ant-Man Quantumania. That was supposed to be a big movie, right? With Kang, right? Yeah. The Flash, Aquaman 2. How do you go from $1 billion to what? To like a couple $100 million, and the movie's now lost money. How do you go from that? What the fuck is happening in Hollywood? Yeah, man. Yeah. Only movies this year that made money, I think, were John Wick 4 and Guardians 3. And I think Dungeons and Dragons. I think Five Nights at Freddy's was a success too. Some of the smaller movies, some of them were a success. But all the big movies, like the Disney movies, the DC movies, a lot of those movies flopped, man. That's not good. Show my camera.